تليا دلا محشفي بتر حتى الماء يشو قريب رحمة قطع وروحك من رحفة عليه تليا دالها شبه لك يشو ما برقند الماء روحك حول النور برحمة قديشة.
Love, peace and favor be to you in my Master Yeshua, the Son of living Elohim, who was esteemed by him before the world was created, before the foundation of the world. He was with Elohim. He was the Word which created all things. He is greatest gift from Elohim. He is the deliverance for you. He suffered on the cross, and his blood is precious. It's that blood is the blood of the covenant, which is active. And I will read for you from 1 Corinthians 15 verse 45. And so it has been written, the first man, Adam, became a living being, the last Adam a life-giving Ruach. The one of the Ruach, however, was not first, but the natural, and afterward the one of the Ruach. The first man was of the earth, earthy. The second man is the master from heaven. As is the earthy, so also are those who are earthy. And as is the heavenly, so also are those who are heavenly. And if we go to John 3 and read what Yeshua said to Nicodemus, the Pharisee who came to him at night, he speaks about it. What is born of Ruach and water is Ruach, and what is born of flesh is flesh. You need to be born of Ruach and water. When the seed is dropped to the ground, first needs to die so the life will come. So if Yeshua is in you, if you receive him, you need to die to your old self, to that earthy, corrupted part of you, and you need to be born to the heavenly, so you can live with Messiah Yeshua. And he is the living Word. He is the life-giving Ruach, which is love. That love which is the greatest gift, the greatest fruit of the Ruach. Without that fruit, nothing is going to work. Nothing. Doesn't matter what you do and what you try to achieve, you would not prosper. You can receive gifts, you can have gifts said about Ruach, but if you don't have love, you are not filled. Doesn't mean that if you have the gifts of the Ruach, that you have love in you. Elohim will give people gifts because he is merciful, because he is compassionate. But to be filled with his love, you need to desire that bread of life. You need to commit. And this is the obedience. When you don't look up to yourself, when you don't think of yourself, when you don't look for what the devil was looking for. Why that cherubim, who was the most precious, He was before Elohim. He stood there while he was thrown like a lightning down from heaven to the earth, because he loved himself so much. He was selfish, self-focused, self-loving. He actually put that in the mind of Adam and Ruach when they were in the garden, saying, if you eat from this tree, you will know as much as Elohim knows. You will know about good and evil. He applied the same, would make him lose his position, being thrown down to deceive many. By the same words, seek wisdom for yourself. You will know the same as Elohim knows. You will be like him. So men will look for wisdom, but not for love, not for life. And so it is. Yeshua, he crushed the head of the serpent. But the battle here on earth is not finished. We need to receive that love from above, so we would not be destroyed. That's why Yeshua died for us, so he can be born in us, so the death would not rule over us anymore. If we focus on ourselves, we still have a pride in us. If we think that we are someone, if we focus on ourselves, we still have the same pride, what our ancestors had, the same kind of understanding, carnal mind. When we receive the one who is humble and meek in heart, we don't think that way. Our mind, the carnal mind, would not prosper anymore, and Messiah will rule over us. His love from Elohim will rule over us. We would not think of ourselves, but we think about the will of the Father, which Messiah is fulfilling, and he will fulfill it through us if we allow it. People say we were commissioned by Messiah to do those works, to heal the sick, to cast out demons, and other things we shall do. You cannot do anything without love, and all those gifts would not be fulfilled to the fullness, in fullness of our Messiah Yeshua. And if you look close and you really check those who do those things, they are not the same healings. They are not powerful healings as the ones of Messiah Yeshua. Those casting demons are not permanent healings, not permanent restoration and deliverance, as the one from the source of life, of righteousness, of all goodness. Many showing what they do on videos, they would not stop it. I heard people say, I'm like Paul, I'm like Peter, I do the same thing. Why don't you just say nothing about yourself? And those who have the set apart Ruach in them, who are truly filled, can discern who you truly are. But the problem is, not many are filled, and many are led astray, and over again. And it hurts. I see this everywhere. So many faces. People are judging accordingly to appearance. They need faces. They need those faces because they need to follow. Men, they look up to them. They are those new idols which replace the stony idols made from stone and the wood idols made from wood. Now we have the faces, new idols. But when someone is truly filled, he would not put himself in the spotlight, but the word of Elohim will matter above all things. The word of Elohim, which is love. And if you have that love in you, it will grow in you. And from the seed, which is the size of the mustard seed, it will grow to the size of the tree. And this process is not going to take the time you think. Many will say you need to do those things, what I do. You need to be like Yeshua. But nobody wants to wait for him. Nobody wants to wait and be obedient. People are prematurely acting from their own understanding because they think they are ready, because they cannot wait. They have no patience in them. And the patience is one of the fruit of the Ruach. But if you don't have love, the fruit of love, how you can have a patience in you? You will act without waiting. This is disobedience. The enemy is clapping hands. Keep working from yourself. Keep boasting. Keep doing those things so everyone can see it. But notice, those healings are not true healings. What are those healings? Someone who has a sore back will have a no sore back. Someone who has headache will have no headache. Someone has a sore arm or sore finger, that will be gone. But there is no true healings. Yeshua restored fully that person. The blind could see, the lame could walk, the paralyzed were restored, and deaf were hearing. He brought death to life. He cast out demons, not just to cast them out. He put his love in the place where the demons were. He blocked the way. He blocked the entry for the adversary. He would not allow them to return because he placed himself instead as a guard, as a protection, true protection. Those people now who say they are coming from Messiah, the new taught ones, and they say they are filled. Maybe they have gifts, but they are not walking in the true anointing because they are lovers of their own. They have the prideful love, selfish love of this world. They so sure about themselves. But we should not be boasting in ourselves, but only in Messiah, Yeshua. He shall walk you. He shall rule over you. And it's not when we want to heal or when we think we are ready, but He will do that. As it was before with the taught ones, as it was in Book of Acts, we can read about. They did not go anywhere and improvise. They were ruled by the life-giving Ruach. They did not assume where they should go and what they should do and whom they will heal and how. The set-apart Ruach was taking them where they should go, and the set-apart Ruach was putting words in their mouth and placing their hands on men. That was full submission. No one can overtake the power from above. No man can control Elohim. The true discipleship, the work which Yeshua was speaking about, which he commissioned his taught ones, can be done if we are filled first. The one who is from above, he is the one who is in charge. And he knows when you're ready. When you have only him. When you fully submit. When you're filled with his love. When the selfish ways, your selfish stony heart your boastings, everything of this corrupted heart will be no more. There cannot be any filth in our heart left. All the rocky beads have to be gone. And please, don't allow people to put burden on you and tell you you have to go. Don't stop the set-apart Ruach, they say. You need to go and heal, cast the demons. You need to be like Yeshua. Don't listen to them. You need to hear the voice from above. You need to have that one who is set apart, who is righteous, who is love, who is life in you. Don't listen to anyone. Don't turn aside. Don't look back. All of the taught ones, they need to be prepared. They had to be prepared by Yeshua himself, not by others, not by other people. And if they had support from others, there were only those who were filled, truly filled, not because they said so, because the love was in them of our Master Yeshua. And how to discern that? How to discern that someone is filled with love? You need to look for the fruit. The fruit shall be there, all of it. And Yeshua, he was esteeming his Father in everything he was doing. Everything is in Elohim's timing. Everything. Don't let people to rush you, to push you. They don't heal properly. There is no healing of the hearts in man. Only Yeshua can do that. And if they have that in them, and if they have that love, the healings will be true healings. And the casting out demons, that will be true deliverance. When Yeshua will be in those people, in their hearts. But those, they cast the demons, but they let the vessel empty. They leave that person and go. They don't care. They exorcist. Then the words of Yeshua will come true. And the unclean spirit will be thrown away from the house and is looking for the new place, searching, and he would not find. And then he thinks, I maybe should return and check the place I was kicked out from. And he returns and sees the place empty, ready to move in. And he not just only moves in himself, but he brings 7 more demons. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. That's what is happening right now. Those people maybe cast the demons, but they just all about themselves. They video those things to show how good they are. So you will follow them blindly instead of following Yeshua inwardly. But those people who were freed from demons by them are probably infested in greater way. This is not doing good. This is not the true deliverance. We should not be more than the vessels. We should be only the tools in Elohim's hand. As Yeshua is the faithful servant, so we shall be also serving Him, serving Elohim through Messiah Yeshua, and rejoice. Be filled first with love, with all the fruit of the set-apart Ruach. And if you still look for rewards of this world for yourself, if you still want to be seen, if you like to be complimented and praised, and look for things which men can give you here, you're not filled with Yeshua, with His heart, which is humble and meek. How is that? that those people go to speak to others and say you must do this and that, but they don't even show the true healings. They don't show through their vessels true deliverance. They are not the vessels of the divine power of Elohim, because you need to read, you need to see the true healings. We need to wait. That's what the obedience is. You need to fully commit and cry out. Cry out for the breath of life. Cry for anointing. Cry for that love. And say yes to everything what Elohim wants. Give your life to Him. Not to men, not to the teachers, not to others whose breath is in their nostrils. All things have to be the way of Elohim, not our way. Should be in charge of us, not our own understanding. And don't allow anyone to put a burden on you, because Yeshua said, my yoke is gentle and my burden is light. John 9, verse 24. So for the second time they called the man who was blind and said to him, give esteem to Elohim. We know that this man is a sinner. Then he answered and said, whether he is a sinner, I do not know. I only know that I was blind. Now I see. Why? This is a wonder. You do not know where he is from, yet he opened my eyes. And we know that Elohim does not hear sinners, but if anyone fears Elohim and does his desire, he hears him. From of old it has never been heard that anyone opened the eyes of one who was born blind. This is the true healing. If those men will have the love from above, those people who reckon they do heal through the set-apart Ruach, that they are commissioned and they are the taught ones, the new taught ones of Yeshua. If they have that love in them, if they are fully prepared, they will do those kind of healings. And the casting out demons will be true deliverance, which heals the man, which fills the man with love from above, which protects the man from infestation by the spirits of adversary. You need to discern, people. I pray for the discernment in truth, so you would not follow the stranger, but you will follow the good shepherd, so you will know his voice. To know his voice, you need to have him in you. You need to follow Yeshua inwardly.
يشوق من